Alright, so I'd like to show you a few of the settings that I select within the application Backcountry Navigator. If I click here on my overflow menu and select settings, it may show on your regular menu for some people. There are some options here that I select that I would recommend. So the first one that I do, if I scroll down on the GPS menu, is the Keep GPS On. You will note that it says warning on keeping GPS on. Basically what it's going to tell you is that it's going to use more battery by keeping the GPS on. But I keep it on because I like to record tracks while I'm out in the field. And if I don't have this selected, what happens is if I shut down the GPS or Backcountry Navigator application, then it stops recording my track until I open the app back up. So to keep that from happening, I always keep this GPS on. Now, whenever I stop for the day, what I will do then is turn off my GPS tracking so that I don't use the battery overnight. The second option that I select is on the display screen, and there's a couple things here. The first one is Show My Location button. So I'll make sure that that one is selected, and I will show you what that one does. What that does is it adds this button here to the top left. And what I can do is click on that and it will center me where I'm at on the screen. You can also access that by clicking on this option and saying select my location. However, whenever I am recording a track, the option of stopping the track is real close to this one. And I don't want to accidentally click on that. So I prefer to click on this Center My Location option. Now, going back into the display options, a couple other settings that I like is this long click on map. What that'll allow you to do is when I want to set a GPS waypoint, I can just click and hold on the map, and then you come down and you can say mark that location and you can create a waypoint. It's called test. And I can hit save, and just by long clicking you will then see that it creates a waypoint. Go back to the display options. As you get a little bit further on, you can disable the show help on startup option. Let's scroll down a little bit more, and the show waypoint mark button is another one. I'll show you what that one looks like. And there's this other one at the very bottom, do not show all help screens. So once you don't need to see the help screens anymore, you can check that one. But let me show you what this show waypoint mark button will do for you. I'm going to hit back on my phone, and this is the button here that is the show, it's a little bit hard to see, but the show waypoint. So what you can do there is you can actually click on that button, and it will give you an option of creating a waypoint at wherever the crosshairs are. But more importantly for me is if I have a waypoint on there and I'm trying to figure out what that waypoint is, like the one I just created, it's sometimes hard for me to actually click and select it to see what the actual description is. And so what I'm able to do is actually put the crosshair right over that waypoint, click on that, and then I can scroll down and actually see what that waypoint is and select it. That's actually what I use it for more, of actually highlighting a waypoint and then reading what the description of that is. A couple other ones that I will select on the setting option is the storage. So I have an external microSD card, and so in the storage options I will actually select my external card. So it's a little bit tricky to understand what all this means, but my internal card, I'm down to 11 gigabyte total, but on my external card I've got 57 gigabytes free on there. So I have selected that, and what it means is that it's actually storing all the maps on my external card. And that's really all of the settings that I want to make sure that I have enabled. The rest of them are default. And that's it. Thanks.